Okay, we are live, I think, I hope. What did I title this? Making sense of the Indiana Jones Expanded Adventures? There he is. Okay. All right, we got 20 minutes with you. That's good.
So what is there to make sense of?
I'm just trying to get the big picture for the Indy timeline. Okay, and just because I wanted to talk about it, let me see if I can share a screen. Okay. You
By
guys
the way,
can
have
find it?
you announced that you're doing something?
I guess not officially. I guess this is the official announcement for.
Oh yeah, okay. This is the announcement. It's happening. Indiana Jones Complete Chronology. My next project after being done with fucking Star Wars.
And thankfully, this won't be 4 books.
No, this will be one, and I'm not even sure how big it will be. Because this isn't like a universe, it's only one character's life story. So that's gonna be interesting.
And from what I've heard, it's not as complicated and stupid as the Rebellion timeline.
Yes.
Shockingly, no. You'd think there'd be a lot of overlap with times, but no.
Yeah, the most contradictions seem to come from the artifacts he collects. Because there are multiple stories where he gets like the Philosopher's Stone, or he's searching for the Staff of Kings in Dial of Destiny, I've heard. But that's also a thing in one of the books or games or both. Yeah, it's happening. But what makes this interesting, this expanded universe for Indy, the expanded adventures, it's not like with Legends, with Star Wars Legends, where it's like all Bantam or Del Rey, because for some reason they gave permission to do like French and German exclusive stuff. Which is good for me, because I got 8 German exclusive novels, and the French got a bunch of YA books, well, like 2 or so, and some comics. And finding those will be impossible. Learning what the story is. But I have to try because I need it.
You can't just find them on eBay.
Yeah, but how I'm gonna read them?
Google Lens.
Translate.
Nah, that sounds like too much work.
Ask Demagol for help.
Maybe. Something here that I also want to include: cancelled stuff. I mentioned this on the Discord. There's a cancelled crossover between Indiana Jones and Batman. And to me, that's going to be canon. I'm going to mention it.
Does that mean that all of DC Comics is canon in the universe?
I think it would be the Golden Age is canon to the DC universe, probably.
Yeah, because that would take place in the 30s when Batman was like first created, right?
Yeah,
so just that era would be canon, I guess. I mean, I guess Indy does survive until the 1990s, so who knows?
Yeah, so Earth 2. So Indy is canon in Earth 2, basically. Oh, you don't know what that means, do you?
Yeah, wait. How would that crossover work? So apparently the idea was Indy is investigating reports of a giant bat in Gotham City. And that's that.
Because, he's a reporter now.
Yeah, I mean, he's also a government agent now for some reason at some points.
So is there any way to know anything about it, or are you just going to write like, oh, by the way, Indy went and discovered this bat creature?
I'm gonna do the same I did with Star Wars, because I also included cancelled stuff there. Remember?
No.
Like the Jedi Outlaw chapter, where I'm just writing down what we know, like the story synopsis that we were given. So let me see if I can even find the fucking comic with Indy and the Batman. I think it was going to be a Dark Horse project. No, maybe it was Marvel.
Why would it be Marvel if it's Batman?
True. I think it's because the main writer was one of the Marvel Star Wars authors. That's how I remembered his name. Okay, let me see. Cancelled. Jungle Queen, Dance of Death, Lost Horizon, Batman crossover. There we go. Writer Howard Chaykin. Yeah, an unpublished 4-issue miniseries from Dark Horse. It was supposed to come out 2010-ish. The comic story was set in 1939. Indiana Jones was to investigate some reports of a mysterious bat-winged, man-sized figure that was haunting Gotham City. The first issue would have had Indy tracking the bat creature, and upon finding out that the supposed monster was in actuality Bruce Wayne, both heroes would have teamed up to do something, apparently.
It's 39, so I guess fight a random thug.
Yeah. Okay. So no big enemies?
Not in 39. There would be like 2, maybe. They could fight the Mad Monk.
What is the other option?
Hugo Strange.
Okay, then I'm gonna guess he would have gone with Hugo Strange as the villain.
Or maybe just he would have gone with an OG character.
Also possible. But I wish that would have happened. That sounds pretty awesome.
So I don't know anything about this writer. I'm looking at his credentials.
Howard Chaykin, he did a bunch of the first issue of the Marvel Star Wars run.
He did?
Yeah, I think he drew them, mostly.
Okay, well, I'm talking about him as a writer. Yeah, it says he did Star Wars 1 to 10.
Is that Blackhawk?
Who?
I thought I saw a Blackhawk issue that he... No.
Let me see the other cancelled ones. The Jungle Queen. There doesn't seem to be a plot synopsis. Dance of Death.
Oh, they did do a Blackhawk.
That's good. Set in 1940. And it was referenced already in 1994's The World of Indiana Jones. Okay. That was an early chronology book. Nice.
Wasn't there a chronology by James Luceno, or am I mixing stuff up?
That's the one I own. It's called... what was it called? But anyway, I own it. And yeah, there's a timeline in front with all the important dates in his life and everything, so that's going to be helpful. But yeah, the list I'm showing on screen right now is just the titles in the correct timeline order. We're going to start 1899, when he was born, which is covered in the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles, which is 99 till 1917. And then
we're going to watch it all then?
Maybe. The way we have to watch it is via the fucking recuts on Disney Plus, which basically condense the show into like a couple of made-for-TV movies, and they cut out old Indiana Jones. We have to watch those scenes separately on YouTube.
Aren't all episodes on YouTube?
I would have to check. That would be awesome.
They are. I don't think it's legally there, but they are.
So we can just watch that? Okay, then fine. With old Indy?
I think it's the recut.
Okay, so we still have to watch old Indy separately, but that's fine. That's fine. That's the best part of the show. Okay, Green is YA novels. Most of them are set during his fucking youth, 1912 onwards till 1915. Here we have already a French exclusive shit. Not even gonna try to say this. Something Spectre, something with a meteoroid, something radioactive, something about a llama and an elephant, something about a violin, Yeah.
I'm guessing Triangle des Bermudas is the Bermuda Triangle.
Oh yeah, that for sure. Definitely.
Yep. What's that?
I guess the Ghostly Riders is like Ghost Rider.
That
Yeah.
another a Marvel crossover.
What would he be doing at this time?
1930, you mean? Or
No, in 1913.
he would
Like
be
when he's
14 years
14.
old.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what would he be doing? Does he have a job?
I don't know. I haven't seen the show, but I guess he's already
Boy
on
Scouts?
adventures. Oh yeah.
Is it like about him writing essays for school?
I don't know what
I
the
have one of
framework
these. I
is.
can just check the premise. One second.
The only thing I know is it covers his time in World War One.
Yeah, but not these ones.
Yeah, not these ones, but yeah. So let me check.
Oh, that would be cool if it's like him having to write essays for school, so he just goes to all of these places.
Ah, fuck. This one starts with Marcus Brody talking.
Can't you just read like the back, the cover?
Blood-chilling adventure in the sun-baked Egypt. Young Indiana Jones has some questions where blah, 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 blah. This doesn't help me. All right.
Wait, no, have you read these?
Which ones? What?
The English YA novels?
No, I haven't yet. But I will.
Because I'm seeing like Young Indiana Jones and the Titanic Adventure. What could that even be?
I guess he's on the Titanic. When did it sink?
14? 13? No, before that.
No,
Way
it-
before that. What am I saying?
I used to know it, but now I'm
Yeah.
put on the spot. It might be 1912.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 1912. Oh, so he's on the Titanic.
Yep, he's on
For
the
the story.
Titanic. Indy is everywhere and he has met everyone. Reminder, he has actually met Count Dracula, Emilia Earhart, Adolf Hitler. Who else did he meet? He met
Merlin.
Merlin a couple of times. Al Capone, the biblical Noah. There's a long list.
Ghosts.
Yeah, literally go.
Zombies.
Kind of God himself.
Aliens.
Yeah, a couple of times actually.
Okay, I got the premise for Indiana Jones and the Tomb of Terror. So, learning about history was the official reason for Indy's trip to Egypt during his summer vacation. Of course, that wasn't the real reason. The real reason was Indy's dad, Professor Henry Jones, was writing a historical paper.
Okay, makes sense. Cool.
That's one.
Mhm.
I don't know about the other 12.
So it's like him doing mundane stuff, and then all of a sudden he's caught in. Oh, so it's like the Young Indy show.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing as it's based off that series, that makes sense.
Yeah, so basically, the way it goes 1899, he's born, whatever. And then here are the episodes. And then we get one short story for some reason. And then a bunch of YA stuff, English and French. Then we get one game set during World War One, Instruments of Chaos. And then the rest of the show happens. And then we get into the novels. And some comics. And as you can see here, what I did recently, I went by the Indiana Jones fan wiki site because I don't know it by myself because I haven't read all of this. But those are apparently the exact dates when those stories take place. So like here, April 1912. And then those don't seem to have like a month. But they claim it takes place between those adventures, between April and June.
I mean, the Titanic one probably has a date because we have a date of.
Yeah,
Titanic.
sure, Titanic. But then yeah, June, August, and then we can just, spring and summer, so it doesn't get more clear than this.
Because it's like he's going on a summer vacation.
Yeah. But that helps. That's already it makes more sense than the fucking Star Wars.
Sometime after Yavin.
Yeah, sometime.
Yeah, and there's
sometime
actual
after
months.
Titanic. Yeah,
And not like stupid numbers.
yeah, that really, really fucking helps. So Parallel Delphi first novel, October 1922. Then the second novel is already in 25 August.
And you've read all of these.
I've
like-
read the first 8 novels up until here, Indiana Jones and the White Witch.
And not all of these are great.
No. First 6, pretty great. These 2 by Martin Caden, not very good. The second one is slightly better. At least this one has actual like artifacts in it. Sky Pirates is the plot of Watchmen, but dumber. And Indy is James Bond.
Oh. Okay.
Then the,
I mean,
the comics,
that sounds like a
which,
compliment.
Yeah.
then the comics, which I can find online, I'm sure. Yeah, I have 4 books left in the Bantam series to read by new author Max McCoy, and they are all relatively short, which is also a relief. And then after that, 8 German exclusive books, which I'm looking forward to because they mostly take place after the movies. So during World War II, which is interesting. And then, yeah, the French exclusive comics. I don't know how I will even find those.
I mean,
Some-
if they're
some-
comics, they're probably on the line.
I hope so. Something with the Secret of the Pyramids, and then something with, I don't know, but yeah. Let me see. Something that I have read here. The Further Adventures of Indiana Jones. That's the Marvel comic run, which I have started, and I'm 4 issues in. And it's actually pretty fun. So, yeah, that's good.
Plot synopsis, please.
What happens?
Yeah.
Okay, the first 2 issues are one story arc. Indy is teaming up with a woman. Her brother got killed after finding like an island with like gold statues. Indy goes there with the woman, turns out, and a gangster who kidnapped them. Turns out the statues are dead people. They were covered in gold and died that way, but they are also zombies and supernatural. And the woman turns out at the end is the bad guy, actually, and she double-crossed everyone and killed her brother. And then Bond, I'm about to say Bond because I was reminded of the Goldfinger scene. He murders her in a airplane and jumps out, and that's how the story ends. And he awakens a zombie, so the bitch and her boyfriend get attacked and killed while the plane is crashing because he also sabotaged it. And then he's just jumping out of it, and that's pretty awesome.
Sounds like a modern Indiana Jones adventure.
Mhm.
And by modern, I mean post Last Crusade.
No, it's between
I mean,
Raiders.
written post Last Crusade, even though it might not be.
But yeah, I hope the rest is as good as that story. The next one just opens where we left off. He's landing on some island. We don't learn what continent it even is. He has to fight some weird military group and an ancient shaman type who has like found the Fountain of Youth or something. It's fine, but not as good as the first arc. It's a one-shot.
What's the name of the comics? Is it just Indiana Jones?
The Further Adventures of Indiana Jones. They gave it names like later on. Let me check.
I'm trying to see who wrote it.
The first arc is called The Icons of Ikamanen. And the second one is just The Devil's Cradle.
John Byrne wrote a lot of it. I know that.
First one was written by John Byrne.
I'm surprised
Second
it's good
one-
then.
Second one was Danny O'Neill.
Oh, so it's actually like competent writers writing for it.
Gateway to Infinity, that's the one I haven't read yet. David Michelinie.
Oh, another competent writer.
Yeah, David Michelinie. David Michelinie. I'm trying to see what else. Archie Goodwin and David Michelinie.
Man, Michelinie
David
wrote
Michelinie.
a lot at this point.
Yeah, just David Michelinie. It just continues on. It's him mostly.
Yeah, because he would be writing Star Wars at the same time.
Jesus Christ, would he?
Yeah, wasn't that like no, he wrote the comics between Empire and Jedi. Were they written before or after Jedi was released?
Before.
Oh,
Larry Lieber. David Michelinie. Okay. What? Herb Trimp? Trimpy?
is that a writer?
Yeah. Herb Trimpe. Trimpe. Trimpe?
Yeah, I'm not familiar with him.
Linda Grant.
So they're probably not going to be as good when you get to the later ones.
I hear the art falls off a cliff too.
Well, thank you. That makes me confident. So it looks like Linda Grant was the other main writer after Michelinie.
Oh, Piku, you know who drew the later ones?
I don't know, Rob Liefeld.
Steve Ditko.
Oh,
But it's Steve Ditko in the 80s.
yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
So he would be old and like his hands were shaking and he couldn't keep them steady.
Oh, okay. Here's another cancelled one, which I'm gonna include because there's a plot synopsis. Indiana Jones and the Lost Horizon comic, set to be in 1926, featuring a prologue with Renee Belloc from Raiders. The story would lead to Indiana Jones and Abner Ravenwood traveling to Tibet, where they would recover the headpiece of the Staff of Ra from a Chinese warlord.
That's what's going to be really fun, like finding out how Indy meets all of these people.
Mhm.
Like Short Round.
Oh yeah, that's covered in the novelization written by James Caan, who also wrote Return of the Jedi. It's pretty awesome.
Let's just hope they don't contradict it in another comic.
Yeah. I mean, there are contradictions. Like, the Max McCoy books I have to read, all of them feature a crystal skull. And I'm curious to see how that's going to play out. It probably doesn't directly contradict, but... Because in Crystal Skull, Indy says, oh, he has seen those before.
Yeah, but according to the fandom page, every Crystal Skull is a different one.
Yeah.
And the one he mentions in Crystal Skull is different from everyone we see him get in another book.
Okay.
So there's just a lot of Crystal Skulls.
Yeah, there's also a bunch of Philosopher's Stones. I'm also
that
worried.
Makes less sense.
Yeah, I'm also worried about the interior world being a thing, because I think one of the German books deals with that. But it's also covered in one of the McGregor novels, the last one, Interior World.
So it might actually be a giant mess.
Maybe, but just in terms of like the artifacts, because the timeline of events seems to be clear.
Do we ever find out why Short Round isn't in the later movies?
Yeah, I think he shows up again in some expanded material.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think that's one of the German novels, Ship of the Gods. I'm looking forward to reading that one, honestly. I want to see if it's done better.
Is there only three French comics?
It seems that way, but
And
they
then the
also got a
unpublished one?
bunch. and then a bunch of
Because I might actually be able to get them because apparently they were published here in Quebec. Not here, but like in Quebec.
the French ones.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, a bunch of French comics and then the French YA books.
I don't know about the YA books. That might be a demo.
Check. Look at my list here. Yeah, that's. Yes, there are translations. I have the PDFs. They are fan made, but they seem to be pretty good. They are on my Discord server if you want to know. Just add me and yeah, just ask me about it. I will send it. I don't think they were ever officially translated, which is bizarre, but yeah. Oh, another novel we have to account for. It came out this year, unofficially, by Rob McGregor. His novelization for the cancelled game, I think it was cancelled as Staff of Kings, which was never.
That's official, I think.
Did it come out?
Or maybe it's another staff.
No, it's an adaptation.
It's an adaptation of the game that came out.
It
but
did.
Okay. The book never came out.
Yeah, but
the book came out
game
now. He released it on his own. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it because it's his last book now, which is fun.
No, you're looking forward to it, so you don't have to play the game.
Yeah, I'm not gonna play the fucking game. I'm looking forward to the novelization.
You should play the game. It's pretty good.
No, I'm also gonna read the what's it called, Atlantis comic, Fate of Atlantis, because that got a comic adaptation, so I don't have to play this stupid game.
Yeah, but that's the only good game.
Now that's not true. There's another good game. I just forgot the name of it. The one with the weird fighting mechanics.
Oh. Okay, Short Round is apparently in The Further Adventures of Indiana Jones in one of the story arcs.
That's cool.
Written by David Michelinie. Okay.
That's less cool, but still pretty cool.
What the fuck is this? Appearances: Indiana Jones and the Saucer Man from Mars cancelled. Oh, that's the George Lucas bullshit idea, right?
Yeah, when he would walk around with an alien called Goobo or whatever.
Yeah, Indiana Jones and the Saucer Man from Mars was written to be the fourth film during the 1990s until it was eventually abandoned. However, some elements of the story were retained in Indiana Jones and Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Timeline 1949. Oh, there's an entire story outline. Indy would have get married to a woman called Elaine. And Short Round is driving the happy couple into the sunset.
I'm surprised they haven't done a comic adaptation of it.
Yeah, like the Star Wars.
Yeah, I guess, but I meant like good.
Willie Scott would have been in it, as well as Marion Ravenwood. What?
Yeah, it would be like that episode of Family Guy when Brian is confronted by all of his ex-girlfriends.
Oh, Sulla is also there, and Sean Connery.
Yeah, so I guess it's like a big reunion.
Except Marcus Brody, he apparently only gets mentioned. Oh yeah, because the actor died. George Lucas began writing the story in September 1993, and Jeb Stewart wrote a first draft, where Indy's love interest is an archaeologist named Molly, and Indiana has to protect a live alien. The following year, Lucas and Spielberg decided that the premise had been undermined by the release of flying saucer film Independence Day, which was breaking box office records. So they stepped back to reevaluate the story. Thanks, Roland Emmerich.
You think it would have been good?
No, it would have been fucking terrible, but who knows? It may have been more funny bad than Crystal Skull. In Indiana Jones and Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, Indy actually quotes the title Saucer Man from Mars in the dialogue. I remember that. Oh Jesus! That sounds like a mess. I will figure something out.
It does not look like the YA books came out in Canada.
God damn it! Okay, so we have to rely on Demagol.
Unless you can find them on eBay.
Yeah.
Or like on a PDF. Have you searched for it?
I think Demagol found one translated into English, actually. But I don't know about the rest of them. I think it was the Bermuda Triangle one.
Well, that's one down in that case.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Dial of Destiny flashback is in 1944. And they are apparently, I don't know, I haven't seen the movie, but Jeremy told me they are looking for the Spear of Destiny in that scene, which they also do in 1945, 1 year later. I guess
So
it
I guess
doesn't. Yeah.
they don't find it, maybe.
Yeah, that can work. Then we get
Wait,
Indiana Jones.
who's
and
looking for it? Is
Uh,
Indy looking for it?
Indy is looking for it. Yeah.
And have you read the Spear of Destiny one?
I haven't. I think Jeremy has. So yeah, I'm gonna need his
Maybe
help
it's
for
like-
this anyway because he's more of an expert on Indy than I am.
Maybe it's like an early adventure of him trying to find it and he doesn't, and then he finds it in the next one.
Oh, it's a fake in the movie. Okay, that's good. I didn't know this. Yeah, I still have to see it, but yeah. But yeah, Iron Phoenix, Infernal Machine, and then at some point the Temple of Yearning. Then 1950 is Mystery of the Blues, and then only 7 years later, Crystal Skull. 69, Dial of Destiny, and then 92 and 93 is the bookends with Eye Patch Indy. So yeah, and here's just general outline how I would structure it, I guess, but that's not definitive now. Yeah, I'm surprised they let Indy alive by the end of Dial of Destiny, honestly. I expected him to die and just contradict old Eye Patch Indy, but no, now it makes sense. I guess the Indy expanded universe isn't cancelled or reset now. I wish we could ask Leland Chi about it, but he's gone.
So what else? I mean, it's hard to talk about it if I haven't read anything.
Yeah, same.
And since you haven't written anything.
Not yet. But yeah. I'm just trying to get a feel for it all.
Get in the zone.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, my setup. His early years, which would be birth, 1899, until 1915. Covering his adventures he had when he was a child. Okay. Then World War I, obviously. And then the biggest section is what he did between the wars, which is like book and movie era. Second World War, the German books and some of the comics by Dark Horse. This one doesn't have much. The Cold War. After World War II and up until Dial of Destiny, and then in an epilogue, basically, which would be Eye Patch Indy. And then I would have, explain how we met certain recurring characters. I guess I have to explain his daughter in the Young Indy show. But I guess that's easy, but yeah.
Just
is there anything to explain? He has a daughter.
Yeah, he has a daughter after Marion and him get back together at the end of Dial of Destiny. The end.
He had sex.
No, that's not possible. She was born in the 40s, mid 40s. So that would make
it's just a bastard child.
Yeah, she's Shia LaBeouf's half sister. That's gonna be sad. I have to write that Shia LaBeouf dies.
You could just ignore Dial of Destiny.
Yeah, so Grumpy, the way they explain it is Indy fucked a lot of women and some of them got pregnant. So yeah, he just has another daughter randomly. And apparently he met her after the events of Dial of Destiny for the first time, where she would have been like late 30s or late 20s. When would that be? 69? And she was born 45-ish?
So early 20s.
Okay. Okay, I'm not good at math.
I mean, it makes sense. I like the idea that he just has like 10 children running around without knowing about it.
Yeah, that's fun. I think I've heard he even said this in the show Old Eye Patch Indie. He's like, I have children, multiple. So I guess Mutt dying isn't that big of a deal. Sorry, Shia LaBeouf.
Or maybe he just still considers Mutt his child, present tense.
Maybe he's talking about Short Round. He came back. He still adopted him. I know it's absurd, but that's the explanation because that ending is canon.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's also canon that Indy fucks 14-year-olds. So
yeah, Indy is canonically also a pedophile. That's gotta be fun to write. Oh my god, I have to actually write that in a chapter. Fuck.
or just say at one point he fucked this girl and she's young.
Very young.
Yeah, go by the movie where it doesn't actually say.
She was a child, as she put it.
No, I'm sorry. I have to be specific with the canonical information. And yeah, the grandson is the kid of his daughter. Oh, and just so you know, Grumpy, the idea was indeed George Lucas wanted Indy to have a daughter in the movie Crystal Skull. But Steven Spielberg said no, and even Shia LaBeouf was like, yeah, giving him a daughter would have been better. I guess. It makes sense. It's all connected. It makes sense. I think they did, but that's not canon to me. In the novelization and in George Lucas' mind, it's established she was 14. I know.
Yeah, I don't like pedophile Indy.
I don't like him either, but it's canon. It came straight from George Lucas, so we can't do anything against it. But yeah, I like how clear this area is with World War II. The stuff here, he has a lot of adventures in like 1 year. Look at fucking 1933. Philosopher's Stone, Curse of the Horror Island, The Giants of the Silver Tower, Bullshit French, and The Dinosaur Eggs.
I mean, I'm still fresh of talking about 0 ABY, so 5 adventures isn't a lot for me.
Yeah.
Not even 0 ABY. The first 6 months of 0 ABY.
I don't think that's explained ever. He just lost. Apparently, he was on another adventure.
Yeah,
which
or
I don't know.
He met a bird or something.
Yeah.
When you're old, many things can happen.
Yeah. I guess it's just implied he had more adventures after Dial of Destiny, which I don't know yet if that makes sense because I haven't seen that shitty movie yet. But I prefer Eye Patch Indy over Harrison Ford Old Indy because Eye Patch Indy seemed like he still had some fun in life.
I mean, does Harrison Ford Indy not? I guess because it's Harrison Ford and he always seems miserable.
Yeah. No, but Eye Patch Indy is fun. We have to watch those clips. I don't know if they are copyrighted, but we should watch them on stream at some point because they are fun.
They probably are copyrighted. If it's Lucasfilms. So I wouldn't.
God damn it.
Was Red actual novels?
Red is novels, yeah.
Yeah, World War II will be interesting because he does World War One in Young Indy,
Hmm.
and it doesn't really make sense because he's like everywhere and in every major battle, and he
Yeah,
like travels the entire world, and he's in Africa at some point, and then
what
he's in
I've
Belgium.
what I've heard, I don't know if it's true, but apparently Indy became friends with like 3 different communist leaders. So I guess
Yeah,
the
he
people in
meets up
Crystal
with
Skull
like
were right.
many historical figures that would become relevant later.
Oh yeah, Grumpy, that's also fun because old Indy is canon, and we know old Eye Patch Indy is single. Marion just dies between 1969 and 1993.
Makes sense.
92 when it takes place. So yeah, she dies, and Eye Patch Indy seems much more happy. I'm just gonna guess there is a connection there.
When is she born?
Depends if you're using the 15-year-old or the 17-year-old.
Yeah, I'm using the pedophile year-old.
Then it should be 1911. Does that make sense? My math is correct.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, so she'd be old, so she could probably die.
But Indy is like 94 years old. by
Yeah,
the
but
end
he's
of it.
healthy. He stays in shape. From
He
doing
also
all the
drank from
adventures.
the Holy Grail.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Is that
I mean,
why
it
he can't
doesn't.
die?
No, because the movie did explain like you don't get immortality if you
You have to keep drinking it.
and if you cross over that seal, you can't. Yeah. But I guess it did restore his health to like maximum level.
Wait, when was this?
What?
When
Last
is this?
Crusade.
Oh, right. I forgot it was in the movie. I was thinking of the Fountain of Youth.
Mm. But yeah, so old Indy timeline after Dial of Destiny. Dial of Destiny, apparently, so his son is dead, and at the end he gets back together with Marion. And what happens in between is he finds out he has his daughter, Sophie, and she would later have her own family and stuff. So maybe that helps make him more happy. And then Marion dies, and that makes him even more happy.
And then
at
he
some
loses an
point,
eye.
he loses an eye. And
Which
then
makes
he's
him even more happy for some reason.
exactly. And then in 1992 and 93, he's just this happy old geezer who's annoying people with tales about his wonderful old life. Oh yeah, doesn't he just say he wants to die, and then Disney's self-insert punches him in the face and is like, no, you're gonna make us more money, and she takes him back in his time.
Yeah.
Seems legit.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to seeing Dial of Destiny.
I'm not.
I'm looking forward to still not watching it and never watching it.
Yeah, you're saying that now, but just because Shia isn't in it.
You're going to appreciate Crystal Skull.
I don't think so.
But yeah, we can watch Mysteries of the Blues instead, which has Harrison Ford and is the actual Indy 4.
And it's also short.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that would be the announcement. I'm gonna write this. I'm gonna research the stuff and gonna read the rest of the books, which is also gonna take a while. Well, the Max McCoy books are short. They're like 280 pages each, so that's easy enough.
Did you make an announcement about the shitty chronology?
Which shitty chronology?
About the shitty universe called Star Wars?
Oh yeah, I did. That it's finished. It's out. All 4 volumes.
And were you gonna release like a complete one with all of them, or was it too big?
It was too big.
It'll also be harder to read if it's all in one.
Yeah, so we're just gonna stick with 4 volumes. Maybe I'm gonna do a Kindle version at some point, but I don't know. What I am gonna do is gonna start recording the audiobook. but old Harrison Ford, he's 98 years old, and it's embarrassing.
I hope they keep making movies and just we'll see how old Harrison gets and how miserable he gets.
Yeah. But he has to become, canonically, he has to become Eye Patch Indy.
Well, when Style of Destiny? It's 69.
1969.
And how old is Harrison Ford?
In real life or in that movie, the character?
In real life? Well, he's 81, so
Oof. Oof.
How many more plane
We got
crashes? can
another 2 decades worth of movies out of him, I'm sure, if he doesn't crash his plane again.
but that's great because then it's gonna when he's 100, the movie would take place in 88. So we can still have 20 more years of Harrison Ford and still have Eye Patch Indy.
Oh my god, when he's 100, the movie would take place in 88. And that would be the movie to explain how he lost his eye. When we see him in 92.
Or maybe Harrison has lost an eye at that point because
Hmm.
he's so old.
During one of his plane crashes?
Yeah, or like in real life.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Or like he accidentally stabs himself or something.
Yeah, at some point, if I figure out how to do it, but yeah. First, I'm
Wait,
working on the English translation.
Remind me, what is Kindle? Is it like
Ebook.
okay?
Yeah.
And then eventually Audible, I guess.
Yeah. We should. I'm releasing the audio version on YouTube first, for free. By the way, I also gotta read. If I'm gonna do this indie chronology next, I have to read the fucking Kingdom of the Crystal Skull novelization, which I'm gonna keep you guys updated once I get to it. I'm sure it's amazing.
All right. Now I actually have to go though, because I stayed way longer than I was going to.
All right. Thank you for being here.
See y'all.
See ya. All right.
So what do you want to do now?
I don't know. We finished talking about India, I guess. Yeah. Nothing much to say. I have to start this, making the outline. I have to talk with Jeremy about it because he said he wants to write this with me together.
He wants to write it with you or just be a backseat driver?
I'm not sure yet, because actually writing it together would be difficult because I would write it in German because that's easier for me. But I would appreciate his help, obviously, because he knows a lot more about it. So yeah, it's difficult. Oh, what we forgot to mention, the fucking Indy has his own version of the Star Wars Galaxies MMO, which is fucking up continuity and stuff. Where is it? Here. Indiana Jones Adventure World. I think that's it. Yeah. Fuck that game.
So I don't know anything. Is that like a playable video game or is it like a board game?
I think it's playable. I think. But it's like, it features like characters from the movies and stuff. And it's like,
Do you have it?
I don't have it. I'm just gonna look up what the story is because I'm not gonna waste my time with this.
But we can do it now for stream if you had it.
No.
That would have been fun.
No, it wouldn't. Wouldn't be fun. Oh wait, there's another French one. 1, 2, 3.
You should make them their own color.
I know, but okay. I'm gonna finish reading the indie Marvel comic. That's for sure. Then the rest of the books. And then the YA stuff, I have no fucking clue how to even get those.
There's no like Megalink.
I don't think so, because absolutely no one cares about this franchise. And I can already tell you, if I write this book, the complete Indiana Jones chronology, it's gonna be my least selling book.
Can you give
Because-
me a name of one of the books?
And the YA books?
Yeah, just so I can search for it.
Just look for Young Indiana Jones and the Titanic Adventure.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it. I'm seeing the Unicorn's Legacy, but that's adult, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a normal novel.
Luchtpiraten. I guess that's the German one.
Luftpiraten?
No, Luchtpiraten, like
Lucht.
yeah, like Lucht Piraten.
Oh,
Oh no, wait, that's French.
Oh my god. Something that I forgot. Okay, this is the biggest question we have to answer now. Like I said, I'm gonna include like ambiguous material to a certain degree and cancelled material like Indiana Jones meeting Batman, which is a comic that was supposed to happen in 2010-ish. And now we have to talk about the big one. Guys, can you guess? Which Indiana Jones story? You know it. From another franchise. A
Alien
crossover.
Exodus.
A crossover.
I don't know, Alien Exodus, is that a thing?
No, but it's close. It's a comic. Remember?
No, because no one cares about this franchise.
Correct, but what is it? Okay, let me just tell you. It is indeed Star Wars Tales Into the Great Unknown, which is the story of Han Solo and Chewbacca crashing the Millennium Falcon on Earth, and centuries later getting discovered by Indy and Short Round. It's
What
not
about
canon. It's not canon to Star Wars, but what if it is canon to Indy?
what about his appearance in the Super Mario Brothers cartoon?
Is that a thing?
Yeah, it's a thing.
Okay, sure.
But he has a different name, but you can just say it's the Italian version.
Fabi, I don't know. Maybe, if it's funny enough, but maybe it is. Because I'm looking at the synopsis on the Indie Wiki. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, sometimes following the Battle of Endor, Han Solo and Chewbacca are traveling aboard the Millennium Falcon. When they're attacked by Imperials, forced to jump into hyperspace blind, they crash on a planet in a unfamiliar solar system. Han gets killed, and Chewie is left behind to mourn his death and becomes known as the Sasquatch. 126 years later, Indiana Jones and Short Round searching for the creature and discover the wreckage of the ship.
Did you see the thing I posted?
Where? Oh, I'm
Like
looking.
in
Oh
Discord.
my god, what is this? Why doesn't he have a face?
Because that's hard to animate.
Jesus Christ, that's terrifying. What if, okay, and here's another big continuity question. The Mummy universe, is it canon to Indy?
Why would it be? Is
Why
Imhotep
wouldn't it be?
is Imhotep in one of the indie novels?
Oh my god, I'm actually gonna check now. He must be. I bet Indy met him.
The thing is, like, he existed, but he wasn't that important in real life.
No, doesn't seem like it. Indy was in Egypt a whole lot, it seems.
Maybe you can find a connection.
When was the Mummy set again? 1920 something?
The first one, is it 1920 something?
The Mummy, yeah. I'm sure it said that in the opening.
It's 1926.
Okay. Wouldn't they be able to reconstruct Han's appearance post-mortem via his corpse? No, because that would have been the 1930s. Right?
Wait,
And
what
why
do you mean?
would they have been able to reconstruct his Han Solo's appearance, like just from his corpse?
I don't know what it means.
Like to find out how the skeleton of Han looked like when it was alive, when it was a human being.
Oh, I mean, not in the 30s.
Mhm.
But I don't know. I'm not an expert on post-mortem reconstructions. Fabian, if you want to, you can jump on and tell us everything about it.
No. We're gonna end this soon anyway. We got everything we needed. The Indy timeline seems to be less convoluted, which is good, and it's not as much to read, which is even better. Yeah, I just have to start writing at some point.
And you will be streaming much more regularly the coming weeks, won't you?
Because I got vacation, yeah, sure. And then I'm gonna
Yeah.
play some games. That's
Yeah,
gonna be a
but you will be
nightmare.
able to give regular updates.
Yeah, if I start already, but I'm not sure. I'm back into drawing stuff, and I want to do that as well.
You want to show the stream your stuff?
If I can find it, sure. Oh wait, it's on. I'm just gonna share Discord. Okay, everybody. Artwork time. I drew an eye that someone tries to escape. I drew Clint Eastwood, which is one of my best works. That was the first drawing I did in like, I don't know, 4 years, and it turned out pretty decently.
Yeah, this one looks really good, except for his left hand.
I hate drawing hands, but yeah. His face, I fucking nailed it though. Then I tried for the first time, I think, drawing a woman. Turned out good enough. Some of the classics I did when I was 16, 17.
So what is happening on this picture?
I think his hand is like It's like blood dripping.
Okay. Is it
Yeah.
Clint Eastwood's hand?
And no, that's just a random gunslinger inspired by King's Dark Tower series. That's when I read the comics, and it was some concept art that I thought, oh, that looks cool. I want to try drawing that myself. For some reason, people think that's, on the Discord at least, they think that's the best. I guess because of the hand and the blood.
Yeah, and the blood. Yeah, it looks stylized.
I still think this one, I mean, with the shadows and the details and everything.
Yeah, but it's also like hard to look at
How?
because there's too much details. It looks like a Jim Lee drawing.
Is that okay? I guess that's not a compliment.
You know who Jim Lee is?
I keep confusing him with Jay Lee. Jim Lee is the guy who drew Batman Hush.
Yeah, Jim Lee is like the celebrated artist.
Okay. How about this one? That's kind of the same, but a different perspective.
Wait, I gotta full screen. Oh yeah, this one's really good.
All right.
It's just on your screen, it looked like I didn't see it was a hat. I thought it was a guy, and I thought it looked really weird.
Yeah, he's walking like with his head like yeah. Then this one. That one I really like his face and his beard, but you can't really see it here. But in close up it looks really, really good. That's just a funny drawing. That's fine. The next one I drew in my new book here. It's just a hand drawing stuff.
Probably the best hand you've ever done.
Yes, because drawing hands sucks. How did you get that impression? But yeah, sure. And then the last one I did was drawing a rose in like 40 minutes quickly. Turned out pretty good. Yes, thank you. That's at least a compliment.
Yeah, I will say you're a better artist than whoever drew the Dawn of the Jedi cover.
Oh my god, is that on here? Oh my god, should I try to replicate it?
Or maybe replicate it, but make it look not terrible.
Oh my god, that would be a challenge. I have to draw my own Dawn of the Jedi cover and make it look good.
Wait, what's that Shekbaka thing?
Oh, here he is.
Yeah, but like the full thing, which it not only has
Oh.
Shekbaka, but
Oh, that's
all
the
of the guys.
Czech Heir to the Empire cover.
Yeah, you should do that. That one's great.
Oh boy, I don't know if I can copy such a masterpiece. It's like trying to copy the Mona Lisa. The hardcover is terrible. The paperback was better. But next, what I'm gonna draw,
Like the original one.
The original is the hardcover. That's the one where Mara looks like a CGI monstrosity.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there he is, finally. Yeah, we already talked about I have to do my own Dawn of the Jedi cover, but make it look good.
Maybe try to emulate the cancelled. What's it? What's the comic called? The bad Union cover.
Oh god, maybe.
I mean, that one has details.
Next, I think I'm gonna try draw a woman again because I found a good picture that I was like, hey, that looks cool. I kind of want to draw this. But yeah, I
When
still
did you
can't
find
get
it?
over. Wait,
When did you find it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can post it later what it looks like, but I kind of don't because I want to show it, when I drew it.
I was just thinking it was the picture you got today that you wanted to comment on and then wrote about it in DMs.
No.
Okay. That's good.
I can't get over how good this picture. It's just because the pose is so cool. and I actually got it. That's just nice.
Yeah, and you got the Clint Eastwood face, the only one he makes in all of those movies.
Yeah, his face, I just got it perfectly. I was thinking of maybe trying to also draw Lee Van Cleef and Eli Wallach. We shall see what happens, but yeah. Or maybe just Clint Eastwood again, but from another movie. His face from Outlaw Josie Wales, where he makes the same
Have you ever
face.
thought about like drawing a comic?
I actually have. That was way back in the day. I must have been like 12. I drew one of the Phantom Menace comics. You remember where it's like it's told from Obi-Wan's perspective?
I don't, because I haven't read them.
Okay, but there were a couple of those, and this one was in like a German Star Wars magazine that my mom got me, and it was just Phantom Menace, but told from Obi-Wan's POV, and I just drew the final fight between Obi-Wan, Qui-Gon, and Maul, which was like 6 pages or more, and I just drew all of this myself, and it was pretty fun, pretty awesome.
Do you have it?
I may still have it somewhere, but
Well, you need to find it.
Jesus Christ. Okay, I can try, but
You're on vacation now, so you have time.
yeah, sure. No, it's gonna happen. I just have to, do more research. Oh yeah, I talked about it. I have to draw my own legacy free about Lando the Fourth, which I guess I could do, but
Or draw KOTOR and make the art be good.
I'm gonna redraw Vector.
I would love that.
Hmm.
Anything to not have to look at those pages.
Maybe I try draw Kate Skywalker. That would be fun. Oh, it's gotta be the picture with the Moore talisman, where he looks like the ultimate edgelord. This turned out better than I expected, honestly.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Did you base it off a picture?
Yeah, I did. I just looked at it and was like, okay, I gotta draw a rose, make it look like that.
Because I guess the next step would be drawing something from scratch.
But do real artists do that?
I mean, they do.
Mm.
At least like when Jim Lee does Batman, he at least does the pose. He decides the pose and everything.
Mm. Well, I can try.
I mean, you know Clint Eastwood's face, for example, so you know what he looks like. It's just you draw him in different poses.
Yeah. I mean, I can try. First, I'm gonna do some simple stuff, getting back into it, and then, yeah, sure. Like here, learning to, drawing a fucking hand, which looks pretty damn good.
Next step is drawing a hand, drawing the picture of the hand.
Oh yeah, and then it gets insane. Or the eyes.
Yeah, next step is giving that guy an eye, and in that eye there's another guy.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's fun getting back into drawing. Oh, something I didn't mention this yet. I showed my sister my chronology books, now that all 4 are finally here. And she was like, what would be awesome if I sell them instead of like a single volume as like a bundle, I guess?
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, and the idea she had was like, oh, how about you make like new covers? When you put them together, they like form like one picture. Like they connect.
Yeah, did we talk about that on
I
the server?
don't think we did. But I like the idea of having the covers, all connect. And that's something I was thinking about a few days ago, or something like, now that I'm drawing, how about I just draw like my ideal cover, like with my own like font type for the title even, and then maybe a picture, and then someone has to recreate it on PC so that we can actually use it for like the PDF and then print it. Would be cool.
I think most people would like that.
Mhm.
At least most of your loyal fans.
My loyal minions.
Did you mute off topic?
Yes, because it was annoying. See, 19 new messages. They were talking about, I don't know, fucking sports. And then Fabio was talking about Cormac McCarthy. Because Blood Meridian and stuff.
Yeah, and then you muted it.
Yeah.
So you didn't have to answer him.
No, I did answer him. I muted it because Dan and stuff talked about sport and politics or whatever. Yeah. But I would need a motive that would connect the 4 volumes, but not be Star Wars specific. I mean, it can be something abstract, I guess. I'm more excited about just the galaxy. Oh my god, wait. No, on the spine. Oh my god, okay. That's a deal. On the spine, if you put them together, it forms like a picture of the galaxy. Of the Star Wars galaxy. That would actually be awesome, because I don't think they can copyright that, or at least they wouldn't recognize it.
I got an even worse idea.
Mhm.
On the spine, it's your face from the profile picture you currently have.
Oh god, no.
Or on the spine, it's our Discord logo, the Dunning one.
Oh, that would be... No, because then Troy Denning may sue me.
I think he'd appreciate it.
I'm more excited about maybe trying to come up with like how the title font could look like for the Ultimate Chronology. But yeah, that's an idea. That's something we can do at some point, if there are people willing to help out, if they care to do it, if they want to see it.
More importantly, if they know how to do it.
Yes.
Because I mean, I'd help you, but I don't know how.
Oh, by the way, we didn't answer the question quick, back to Indiana Jones. Into the Great Unknown, canon or not?
The Tales comic?
Yeah.
Um,
It's non-canon to Star Wars, but that doesn't have to mean it's non-canon
I
to
mean,
Indy.
the stupid thing is, Indy doesn't believe in aliens, but he should.
But you also met them in a German exclusive novel.
Yes, we should. I mean, are they in the Milky Way?
Who?
Han and Chewbacca?
No, I think it says they have like a hyperspace malfunction and they accidentally travel to Earth.
To the Milky Way.
Yeah.
I mean, sure. And you can make it vague enough.
Okay, he found the remnants of a ship with a seemingly human skeleton and a giant hairy monster. Who was
Yeah.
the Sasquatch?
Yeah,
And I'm just not going to mention the names Han Solo and Chewbacca and just keep it that vague.
Oh, you can say that he finds the Sasquatch, but it's actually Chewbacca. And if you
By
read the
name?
comic, you can figure it out. Yeah, you said he found what he believed to be the Sasquatch.
Okay. Near the remnants of a crashed spaceship.
Yeah, and you like describe the ship. And if people have read the story, they'll know it.
Okay, that sounds good. So, Into the Great Unknown is canon. Now I only need like a year when it takes place. Well, it has Short Round in it, so it's... And he seems to be still young, so I guess around after Temple of Doom. But
Yeah,
before
maybe
Raiders?
right before. They're right about to go to Shanghai.
But I think Indy met him in Shanghai.
Okay, so they've just got back from Pankot.
Yeah, Willie Scott has fucked off somewhere else. And now they are searching for the Sasquatch. The wiki page even says it is the only comic story to combine both Star Wars and Indiana Jones, incorporating two of Harrison Ford's best-known roles. They should have also tried to work in Blade Runner somehow.
Do they do the Spider-Man pointing meme?
In the comic?
Yeah.
Sadly, no, because Indy only finds Han Solo's skeleton.
Ah, that's unfortunate. Missed opportunity.
Oh, it has the behind-the-scenes information. Written by Hayden Blackman. Oh my god.
That sounds familiar. Does he write for Star Wars?
Yep, he wrote a bunch of good stuff, and he also wrote The Force Unleashed, the best game ever made.
Oh, you need to finish The Force Unleashed too.
Oh god, I know. The title itself is a reference to Wuhan's dying words after being shot in Club Obi-Wan in Temple of Doom, Into the Great Unknown. Indy's mention of Atlantis implies that the story takes place after the game Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis, set in 1939. While Han's mention of the forest moon of Endor suggests the story takes place after Return of the Jedi. With a further reference of Han having children. I don't remember this. I have to reread this comic now.
Well, but
Such
that's
a
not
wait, such a time frame would place the events of the Star Wars saga as occurring around the 1800s.
No. That would be incorrect.
Wait, Hayden Blackman added that the time frame in the time frame of Indiana Jones, this story has to happen 7 or 8 years after Temple of Doom, setting it around 1942 or 1943.
If that's the case, then the events of the Star Wars
Which
movie series would be
wait,
during the
what?
1900s.
Wait, but it says which in turn would set the story in the Star Wars timeline around 1816/1817.
That's just incorrect.
I don't. Okay. Now, oh my god, we found a great topic now. We have to. Fuck.
We have to fuck.
Someone contact fucking Brennan.
Why?
I'm posting this on Algorithm.
Okay.
Because he lives off fucking insane stuff like this. Like when I told about the fucking Ahsoka versus Vader picture being canon, which it is. This can nail down the time frame of Star Wars.
Wrong, though. It's wrong.
I know it's wrong, but it can help us nail down the actual time frame of the Star Wars galaxy compared to the real world.
So, when's the tale story mentions Han's children? Apparently.
Obligatory Leland Shee joke. Yeah, so it could take place after either just Thrawn or Dark. Let's just say it takes place after Dark Empire, and Anakin is also born.
Okay.
So let's say this is 11.
Let's make it 12 so that I can deal with round numbers.
Okay, 12 maybe.
So that means let's say 11 because it's fucked up. So A New Hope would be 1930.
You sure?
Yes.
Huh.
Yeah, you did say that. Which meant that the Phantom Menace would be 1898.
Okay, I trust you on this. I'm not sure. We have to ask Leland Shee about this. Very, very correct.
Oh look, Don made a post about it too.
Great, I saw it. This is so confusing. Such a time frame would place the events of the Star Wars saga as occurring around the 1800s. Why? They don't give an answer here.
Yeah, and it's just wrong.
The
Well,
story has to happen
how old is Luke in Dark Empire approximately? Like 30?
approximate. Yeah-ish.
Yeah, so I'm gonna make this easy for you. Even if, let's say he's 40 and it's 1942, he would still be born in the 1900s.
Okay.
Yeah, so you see how wrong it is.
Oh yeah, we have to reread the comic, sure, but Indiana Jones is not Han Solo reincarnated. Good to know. Oh, he considers Into the Great Unknown one of the most fun Star Wars stories he had ever written. He wrote an article about it highlighting the depressing nature. Blackman is unaware whether George Lucas knows about these stories' existence or not. So, okay, let's just say 1942-43 for this one. It's canon to the Indy timeline. This is insane. This is a rabbit hole.
Where is Brennan? Can he come on?
Just on Discord, right? You know. Oh, Cheelan Lee, we got the man himself. Ooh, this is making things a bit more confusing, but I trust the Chi. I wish I will have to work this into the Indie chronology. I can't work it into the Star Wars chronology now because it's finished.
Yeah, and it's non-canon.
Yeah, it's non-canon to Star Wars, but it's canon to Indie.
Oh no, wait. Hold on. Star Wars years are shorter than real life years.
Fuck! Because, yeah, no, that also changed because it was shorter. It was 10 months, but then they changed it to be 12 months, so they are the same.
Okay.
But we went with 10
Makes
months
sense.
for the chronology.
But maybe it's still 365 days.
This is so confusing.
So let's not, unless you think the chronology is too easy.
No. Okay, we have to talk about this point more later, but yeah. I think that's it, or is there anything else here?
No, I don't think so. A Let's Play of Indiana Jones and Staff of Kings.
No. I'm gonna read the novelization by Rob McGregor. That looks fun.
The game has Sean Connery, or the character, not the voice actor.
Oh, that's a shame. A Star Wars week is 10 days or something?
Let's not. Please. Then I'd have to redo the entire timeline. Although that would make it easier because then 2 weeks isn't 14 days, but 20 days. And it would make the Rebellion era less convoluted.
My fucking god. I just looked something. I looked up Club Obi-Wan on the Indie Wiki. The Star Wars influence was later given a nod in the Shanghai level of Indiana Jones' Greatest Adventures with the appearance of Sabayoff Bar.
That's cool.
Oh, wait, it's a misspelling. They call it Seboev Bar. Yeah, that's not so cool. I wonder if they have an article about C-3PO and R2-D2 because we can see them in Raiders, or was it Crusade?
They do. First appearance, Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Wait. Oh my god, they actually do. Fuck off.
Gender, masculine programming. That's good to know.
I like that they used a Lego picture of him.
Yeah, it's from, the game. You can find him as an Easter egg.
Oh, that's nice. Oh,
during
that's like in Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga. You can unlock a Indiana Jones Lego level.
Yeah, the first one. And then in the Lego indie game, you can find 5 Star Wars characters. And if you do, you can unlock a playable character.
Wait, they are also pictured in Crystal Skull? Are you fucking kidding me? Are the aliens from Crystal Skull the Wills? Can I just pull a Joe Bongiorno on this?
I mean, you
Because I
have to
think
wait until Supernatural Encounters comes out.
I think I just cracked the fucking code. Joe, please respond. Anyone, please. I think this is amazing.
If you show Kingdom of the Crystal Skull on stream, you'll get a copyright strike, right?
Yeah. But we just have to look at that scene. The Well of Souls was built around 980 BC, and they put pictures of R2 and 3PO there.
I'm looking at it right now. I'm trying to find them.
Oh wait, there it is.
Oh, you found it?
Yeah, it's on the wiki. Wait, I have to share screen. Oh wait, wrong one. There you go.
Oh, there they are. But where is that?
In the Well of Souls, where the Ark was. The Ark of the Covenant.
Oh, but I thought you said they were in Crystal Skull.
They're also in Crystal Skull. Wait, let me see what it says about that. It's on the 3PO. In Raiders of the Lost Ark, C-3PO along with R2-D2 are depicted as hieroglyphics on the wall of the Well of Souls. The pair were later pictured on a tile in the chamber of the interdimensional beings in Crystal Skull.
What's a tile?
Tile.
This is when we need Fabian.
Mhm.
Okay, that doesn't narrow it down. Because the chamber is nothing but tiles.
There gotta be pictures of it online. Oh, they have an article for the interdimensional beings who are totally not aliens in Crystal Skull.
Is Waro canon?
To Indy?
Yeah.
Probably.
Is he the interdimensional being?
I mean, he is. A brick plate.
Yeah, like the thing the room is made of.
That should be easy. Just type in Crystal Skull C-3PO R2-D2 cameo.
I did.
Hmm.
It just gave me the scene.
That's so unfair. It says Indiana Jones and the Ship of the Gods, the German novel, and the video game Indiana Jones and His Desktop Adventures already explored aliens.
So, anything else you want to talk about?
I'm just looking for the fucking 3PO thing.
You won't find it. Are you like watching the scene?
No. Some German critics have commented on a scene near the beginning of the movie Crystal Skull, in which Indiana Jones says that he might teach in Leipzig next, which, being in Eastern Germany, was inside the Soviet-controlled German Democratic Republic in 1957.
That would be correct,
Hmm.
but I don't see why you couldn't be teaching there.
Because Soviets?
What, they didn't allow education?
I guess.
They did. At least some of it.
All right. I think that's it. We found the good stuff, especially with Tales, Star Wars Tales. What's it called? Great Unknown? Into the Great Unknown?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. And with that story, we may actually be able to date the Star Wars universe, compared to our time, which is fun. Wait, so
Yep, it's not.
wait.
Yep.
So 11 ABY, we said, would be 1942.
42. Correct.
What would 2023 be in Star Wars then?
Jesus, you're giving me hard numbers.
I know. What would current day be in Star Wars? Are we already living in Kate Skywalker's time?
No.
Hmm.
It would be 92 ABY.
Did anything happen in 92 ABY? Time to check.
Anything to extend the stream.
Yeah, I'm curious now. 92. Doesn't look like it.
Next, you're going to be like, what happened during 9/11?
The 9/11 chronology?
No, like what happened there? 92. The MC-40 Skyte-class battlecruiser is first deployed in service.
Wow. Oh, that's literally the only thing there. Great. From the Essential Guide to Warfare, everybody's favorite reference book, written by Paul Urukai. Yeah, that's the autistic point when we end the stream. All right. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for watching. The timeline is not as messy as Star Wars, and we can finally, officially, make a Star Wars Tales story canon, which is fun, because Star Wars Tales is obviously awesome.
Yeah. And once again, you can't
Oh my god!
Star Wars.
Now he shows up! Fuck! I was about to end it! Brennan! Yes, and I will leave it again. Brennan, you missed it. Awesome news. You know the Star Wars Tales comic Into the Great Unknown? It's canon to Indiana Jones. And using it, we can pinpoint the time frame of the original Star Wars, expanded universe with the timeline. Because Han Solo from 11 ABY travels to Earth in like the 1800s. Sivat, I found out where you are wrong. Because Indy finds his remains in 1942. which is said to be 126 years after Han crashed.
Oh, well, if you had just explained that to me, then.
Yeah, I just remembered it. I also didn't remember. It's fine. But yeah, so now, Brennan,
Wait, is
go.
Chewbacca still there?
Chewbacca is still there. He's still alive. Wookiees can
He's
grow
just been
really
sitting there for over 100 years, mourning his friend.
Yeah, it was a life that were best friends. It makes sense. It's fine. So yeah, Brandon, please go on the Discord. Look at this, what we posted in Allgemein. You're gonna shit bricks. It's amazing. You have to insert this. You have to remember this for your own Star Wars stuff. I couldn't work it into the Star Wars chronology, but it's gonna fit into the indie chronology I'm doing. Okay, just look at it.
He can't. He's focusing too much on stupid comments.
This isn't stupid. This is amazing. Okay.
No, I meant the comments in the chat.
God damn it, Brennan! Stay focused. Look in the Discord. It's all. It's new. It's big, giant news. This is the biggest news I gave you since I discovered the Ahsoka versus Vader picture, which is canon to Legends. This is gigantic. That's what she said. Oh no, McNeil Alex is also there. Okay, we have to end it here. I have to continue this charade on the Discord because that's easier. You fucking idiots. You have to concentrate on what I'm saying. God damn it. Okay, goodbye, end broadcast. This was a mistake. I'm going to stream again this week. See ya, guys.